call the meeting to order. The meeting was called by Mychalchuk at 6 o'clock. Moved by Gary and Leanne. All in favor? Gary. Approval of agenda. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? Hearing none, read the resolution. Be it resolved that the meeting agenda for the regular council meeting of September 3rd, 2024 be accepted and approved as presented. All in favor? Carried. Oh, I'm sorry. Who moved and seconded that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. All over there.
Gary and Leanne again. All in favor?
Are we using that thing?
Number 3 on the agenda, statements. I have a statement to read on behalf of council. This statement is regarding the social media outcry from a very small group of residents, which have disrupted prior Municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman council meeting. Although the municipality does not condone the behavior that was displayed by some members of this group during the August 20th, 2024 council meeting, it is sensitive to the fact other residents of the municipality may also want the ability to see and hear council meetings and public hearing proceedings remotely. The municipality has therefore amended Bylaw 09/2024 council procedures to include municipality audio and video recording of council meeting and public hearing proceedings. This amended bylaw will receive second and third reading during this meeting and a recorded council vote. Subject to approval of Bylaw 09/2024, starting on September 17, 2024, the municipality will audio and video record council meetings and hearings, which will be posted onto the municipality website the following day. This will ensure that recorded meetings and hearing proceedings are fully accessible to all residents, individuals claiming to be journalists, and the public. Subject to the approval of Bylaw 09/2024, starting on September 17, 2024, residents, individuals claiming to be journalists, and the public will not be permitted to record council meetings and public hearings. For this meeting, council has agreed to authorize the audio recording of meetings proceedings by attendees and video. Statement number 2.
Statement number 2 is from the Chief Administrative Officer. This statement is in response to an investigative reporting article that Bill Gale posted to his Bill's Interesting Things Facebook page on August 30th, 2024. This morning, a response letter was mailed to the Minitonas-Bowsman community post offices, which will be in their boxes tomorrow morning. The letter was also emailed to the Star Times newspaper editor as a letter to the editor and will be published in the Tuesday, September 10th edition of the Star Times newspaper. The preparation and distribution of this letter was paid for by my own finances. Mr. Gaines' article has also been reported to Facebook for containing false information.
Have to go back to the beginning of the agenda because I forgot to mention that Councillor Walmsley was absent with notice.
Oh, yes.
Bylaws and policies 4.1.
Approval item for Bylaw 09/2024 for council for second reading. The approval item indicates the changes that are there and it's complete at comprehensive in its writing. Does council have questions?
If not, then I'll read the resolution. Resolution number 293. Be it resolved that bylaw 09/2024, being a bylaw regarding council operations, be given second reading as amended. Mover and seconder, please. Derek, second by Gale. All in favor? Carried. Point 2, third reading of bylaw 09/2024, which will be a recorded vote. Any questions or anything? Hearing none, I will read the resolution 296. Be it resolved that bylaw 09/2024, being a bylaw regarding council operations, be given third reading. Recorded vote. I'm sorry, mover and a seconder, please. Gary? Leanne, all in favor? Carried. Okay, recorded vote. Councillor Wagner? Councillor Hutman? Councillor Bartel?
Me or Derek?
Derek, I'm sorry.
4.
Councillor Walmsley, absent. Councillor Gary Bartel,
4.
Reeve Mychalchuk, 4. Carried. 5.1, regular meeting of council minutes, August the 6th. Any questions relating to the minutes of that meeting? Any other questions? Hearing any more, I will read resolution number 298. Be it resolved that the meeting minutes of regular council meeting of August 6, 2024 be accepted and approved as presented. Moved by Gary, second by Derek. All in favor? Carried. Point 2, regular meeting of council, August the 20th. Questions on the minutes? Hearing none, we'll call the resolution. Be it resolved that the meeting minutes of regular council meeting of August 20th, 2024 be accepted and approved as presented. Mover and seconder, Leanne, Derek, all in favor? Carried. Delegations. First off is
Judy Taylor.
Judy Taylor, is she present? Okay.
Perhaps she share up there so council
Yes,
is easier.
could you,
You see red here.
Here, how about I just switch here? Here.
Okay, thank you.
It's easier.
I have two questions. It's to do with the Bowsman Lagoon, the right-of-way. Why are the farmers continuing to farm the right-of-way for delivery of the sewer lagoon and destroying the infrastructure of the sewer lines? And number 2 was, why are the farmers allowed within 300-meter distance around the lagoon? This land was donated to Bowsman. I was hearing you talk about it, so I thought I'd just add that in there.
What do you mean by farming the right of way? The roadway or the surrounding land?
The right-of-way is from the pump house piping all the way to the lagoon. And it's busting up. And there's a couple of spots that it's bubbling up into the field, on the surface of the field. So that's why we're wondering why the farmers, with the big machinery that they have nowadays and have had for a long time, why they're still allowed to drive back and forth on top.
I guess my thoughts, what are the differences in town where you got pipes under the ground all over?
You
And
don't
you-
have tractors working up the ground and
I'm a farmer, I think a semi traveling across some pipes is a lot more
we don't have
harmful.
semis going through our town.
I pardon to
We only
differ.
have around on the highway.
I see them going through town,
In Bowsman,
correct.
not very often. There's the odd one that's snuck through, but not very often. They're not allowed in there, that's why the signs are there. And they do, there is the odd one that has snuck through and that,
Right.
and, but not like farmers going over top of the piping with our sewer, and it's just disintegrating.
I guess if the land wasn't farmed, like if you looked at the Minitonas Lagoon, the farmer farms right around it too. You look at the Swan River one, same fact is happening there. We just got to spend time and resources to mow grass if somebody isn't farming it.
So Swan River and Minitonas, they're driving back and forth over top of,
They farm right up to the bank of the lagoon in both communities.
I thought there was a 300-meter perimeter supposed to be around it.
I don't think so.
Dave Younker's never told us that, and he inspects the lagoon constantly.
Okay,
And he would definitely be the one to tell us that.
okay, well, I'll check with him. Let me find out.
He definitely lets us know of anything that is a concern.
Well, on the drawings that I seen for the lagoon in Minitonas, why is there perimeters put around there? If there's no concern about you can farm right up to the lagoon.
I don't understand your question, I'm sorry.
Like a burn, you mean, or like a,
No, there's a, I don't have it with me. There's on the picture of the map of where the new lagoon is supposed to go. There's a 100-meter space that's shown on the map around it.
I think in reality it isn't 100 meters, I'm pretty sure, because that's only 300 feet. I think it's the bank of the lagoon and then a small flat portion on the bottom of the bank. And like Leanne said, Yonkers, who's our environmental enforcement officer, has never come down on us in regards to the Bowsman Lagoon or the Minitonas Lagoon.
and like even if the grass isn't
Dave
cut.
Unker has never sent you anything about the Bowsman Lagoon?
In regards to what you're talking about, no.
Like he gives
Like
us a
farming
report.
up to the bank.
So you're saying then that it is going to farm right up to the edge of the lagoon?
Well, I'm just thinking it sure saves a lot of maintenance, and like a big four-wheel drive tractor doesn't have a very big footprint. It doesn't put a lot of weight on anything. I know it seems big, but there's not a lot of pounds per square inch on those tires or tracks.
I know. I farmed for a lot of years. But when we've got infrastructure that is crumbling in the field, we've had the lagoon leaking for many, many years. Lime spread all over the field, close to the lagoon because it's leaking into the field. And now with the piping,
It's probably an age thing, just like the lagoon. It's all the same age infrastructure. The lagoon is going to be getting a revamp or a replacement, or it's at the engineering stage now, I believe, isn't it, Trevor? So that's all the same age infrastructure. So I think it's more age than anything myself.
well, it has been there for a long time, that's for sure. But why are we allowing them to still drive back and forth and vibrate down, because that's what it's doing, is vibrating. And it's busting up the piping that we have. What is going to be done about that?
I guess just my thoughts, I guess when we're studying the new lagoon now, that can all be part of the process, I'm thinking.
Well, right now, I believe it's let's see here. Manitoba Water Board is basically contracted an engineering firm to do a feasibility study as far as do we further improve or renovate or repair the lagoon, or do we look at building a new lagoon in a different location, and if it's a different location, where that location is going to be, and then also looking at decommissions of existing lagoon. So we did contract the actual engineering firm that was contracted by the National Water Board. Basically, we pay for half of it through our funding agreement with them, so they pay for half, we pay for half. We are now waiting for an update on that engineering study. My understanding is they've selected an engineer. Basically, they've started the work. I have not had any reaching out to the municipality by that engineer, but basically, per their contract, they've got the contract signed, the engineer's in place. My understanding is already doing work. Now that engineer has already done a lot of work with the existing lagoon already because it's the same firm. But basically, yeah, we got an engineer to look at it. We're waiting for a report or an update. And the National Water Board as well as the municipality are fully aware of that.
And so you say that there's been work done on the lagoon?
No, what I'm saying is they did their first study, and basically that study determined an estimated, give or take, 25%, which is a very big variance. What the cost would be to basically reinforce the lagoon, but not deal with the leaching of the effluent into the soil. So the discussion was then came down to it, do we want to put more money into the existing lagoon to address the leaching, or do we want to build a new lagoon, and if so, where? And then basically decommission the existing lagoon, i.e. empty it, or I'm not sure what the decommissioning process is, but the engineers would advise as far as that goes. And then have it where we've got a new lagoon, dimensions to be determined, because they would actually look at the community size and needs along those lines. And then basically they would come forward, this is what this project would involve, timeline, capital investment, and then the municipality and Manitoba Water Management Board would determine how to proceed. So long story short, they're looking at basically replacing the lagoon and decommissioning the existing one. And we're not engineers, we're waiting for probably input and evaluation on that.
So have they picked any spots out like where they're going to put the new one yet?
Nope, that's what we're waiting to find out. So it's basically where would be a good spot, what the new lagoon would look like, what the cost would be like, as well as how we decommission the existing one, and then basically what that would look like as well. So we need to find out what would be involved, estimated costs, and that's what we're waiting for. It's been a long wait, I'll be honest, but I reached out to Manitoba Water Board, and the engineering firm doesn't work for us, it works for them. So I said, we'd like to get an estimate so we can have something in our capital budget for 2025. The Manitoba Water Board has said that they would provide an estimate as we go into our budget cycle, but I don't have the exact time frame yet. But basically that request is in and the commitment has been they would give us an estimate. Whether that's the report itself, I don't know, but that's where we are as of right now.
And that reply was just last week, right? Trevor?
That was from last week, exactly.
Yeah, and they just said very soon.
Early last week.
And what is this engineer costing us?
I don't have that at my fingertips, but I could get back to you, and we can add that as a takeaway for the next council meeting. Just bring it up as an update. We do have the number because we actually did the funding arrangement and basically adjusted it to increase it. I'm pretty sure it's in the website in prior submissions. Whereabouts I just can't recall off the top of my head, but I can have that as a takeaway at the next council meeting.
Okay, sounds good.
You have a few more minutes left. Do you have any other questions you'd like to ask?
No, I was just worried about the lagoon and what's been going on with it, and hearing things. So so I just thought I'd come check it out, see what's going on.
The municipality website has got very good content, information items, approval items. Quite often people go back in time and actually walk their way through to track a particular event or issue. So I would suggest that's a good source of historical as we will progress through the project. It's well documented.
All right, great.
Well, thank you very much for raising your concerns and coming to the meeting. Once we, like Trevor had said, once we hear from the engineers and find out all the details on it, we'll become public. Next on delegation is Mr. Foster. Is he here?
Grab a seat here.
No, that's good. What I'm here for is that I understand that out of my taxes, 20% goes to the town and 80% goes to the RM. So in that case, the town don't owe nothing, do we? Do we have a bill somewhere? Are we, say, 300,000 in the hole down in Minitonas?
So, sorry, I don't quite understand your question.
Well, you take 20% of my taxes for the town.
Yes.
80% goes to the RM.
Okay.
So that small amount of taxes you take from me, the town must be clear of everything, eh? We must not be behind on anything.
Well, so back, correct me if I'm wrong, but historically in the board system,
Can you speak up a little bit?
yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Could you come up closer?
Yeah. maybe.
Oh, we all live here. They're all with the year down there. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So we must not owe for anything, eh? Minitonas. We must be clear.
At this stage, I can't comment on that.
Have we got money in the bank? Has this whole Minitonas got money in the bank?
We are in our line of credit right now.
How far are the line of credit?
At this stage, we've got. I can take it as well.
Just roughly.
I can't answer that question right now.
Well, if you only take 20% from us, then we must not owe too much money. Otherwise, you should be taking the 80% part of that back to the town to look after ourselves, as roads and whatever else, eh? Shouldn't you?
So the municipality, Minitonas as a town, and Bowsman as a town, the municipality as a town, we're moving per Manitoba government guidance towards basically a municipality.
Yeah, I know that part.
Yeah.
But why do you take so much from the taxes of the people of the town? Like if we had a little more money to spend, we could fix our road, make a few ditches in town, and fix the place up, sidewalks, whatever else, eh?
Well, we draw.
What do you do with that 80% you give to the RM?
Okay.
That's 80%, man.
It's one and the same. So Bowsman, Minitonas, rural areas, it's all the municipality. So basically.
Well, then why don't you give us 50% if we're all the same? RM 50%, the town 50%. Maybe we can do a little more for our town.
Again, this is municipality as a whole.
So Bozeman gets zero?
No, you get whatever that you pay. No, I don't mean figure, but I can't figure out why 80% for the RM, because you guys got all farm taxes, all taxes from the mill out there. What do you need our little few taxes for?
Well, my takeaway is I thought the village of Bowsman and the town only contributed 12 or 13%
Well, why so little?
of the whole operating budget. Like the town contributes very little, and so does Bowsman. The rural is the big contributor. Correct me if I'm wrong, Trevor. So maybe that's nailing it more, like you guys are contributing what you're contributing, but in the whole ball of wax, it's only 12 or 13, or 11 or 12%, I think.
So where does my 80% go then?
What 80%?
That gentleman told me 20% goes to this town, of my money.
Actually, you told me that. I haven't said.
No, I asked you, as you said that, in there, I said, where's my taxes? How much goes to the town, how much to the RM? He said 20% to the town, 80% to the RM. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Why would I be here?
You're here because you did a delegation application, which we accepted. The 80-20%, those were not words that I stated. And with the revenues coming in, the revenues are then spread across the municipality as detailed in the 2024 financial plan. So if you want to know where the funds have gone, that document says exactly where it's gone, program area by program area.
Well, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, it's on the website, so it's in there in detail.
It
Absolutely.
seems like we're donating, giving enough for our dollar, because everything goes to the REM for new graders or half tons or anything else like that.
Well, I think the whole idea of the amalgamation was to save the small towns myself.
Save us.
You
We're
guys,
doing great without you guys.
you guys aren't generating enough money to sustain
Well, how come we had money in the bank when you just took over?
They never told us if there is money in the bank. I was wondering when we
They
learned
never
that.
told us?
No,
I thought the mayor said that we had about 70,000 in there when they took over.
Excuse me? You have questions for us?
Oh, okay. Oh, that was it. And you said that now you're gonna take movies and you're videoing it, we can watch on the phones some of your meetings?
Yes.
Well, I couldn't hear that, so I had that in the next thing I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
So if I can't ask you that, can I ask you something else?
Oh, yes, if there's any more questions, you still have time.
Okay, now, I hear that you're thinking about putting apartments into that old school,
There's
making
been-
apartments out of it to rent out?
There's been many options that everybody is exploring or thinking about or whatever, but there certainly isn't no definite plans for anything.
Yeah, because if you talk about a grant or something for fixing something up, a grant doesn't fill it all, does it? It doesn't pay the whole bill. So if you need more money, you're gonna put more tax dollars on our taxes, which I'm quite satisfied right now. If I gotta buy groceries, I go to Swan. If I need something at a doctor, I go to Swan. I buy my gas here and whatever else that I can get. So I don't wanna see no more taxes on my taxes. I like the one we got this year. If you can just keep doing that. No, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Mr. Foster.
So then we're now.
Protective Services, number 7, Fire Protection Services. Mr. Malley. Regarding the Spartan Gladiator fire truck.
Has everybody gone through it?
Council has seen it, but we've done an inspection of the fire
Yes.
truck, so that is not in this because I brought the after your report.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we went and we inspected the truck for condition, things like that. We discussed with them about changes to the truck that would suit our haul. Some of the changes are shortening the bumper, putting a different style bumper on it, moving some equipment that's on the top, bringing it down for height for the fire hall. Just making changes regarding compartments for storage, adjusting different storage compartments to fit our needs. Installing a couple of heaters where we would need for carrying vehicle extrication equipment, so they're ready to go when it's cold if we have any distance to go. And yeah, we spent about 3 hours there the first day and probably 4 hours the second day. Went through everything with them, and yeah, it fills our needs for as far as hauling people, water. I mean, it's close to twice the capacity of what our present truck carries, which, and a lot of the calls that we go to are in the municipality. no hydrant systems out there. And yeah, it's about 1,800 gallons, so it's, and sometimes that's all you need. So it would, you know, I would recommend it for sure. It's in great condition. You know, it wasn't myself that went down. We both went, Deputy Chief. And yeah, we, for lack of better words, tore it apart. And, you know, they're gonna put it back together. And there were some things that had to be done to mitigate dust on the outside, on the pump area, which they're going to do, everything like that. So, yeah, it will suit our needs for quite a few years in the future. So.
Gary?
Ken, how long will the retrofit or refurbishing take roughly? Did they give you an idea of that?
About a month.
About a month. Okay, thank
That's
you.
what they're kind of thinking.
Kind of ballpark, okay, thanks.
Any more to add to your report, Ken?
Nope. That's me.
I'm sure that the council has all studied the information that was sent out, and saying that, is there any questions from council? Again, on this inspection of the fire plant. Hearing none, we'll read the resolution.
Oh, we just said,
Oh, sorry, Gary.
sorry. Ken, so it'll come fully certified, like for the pump inspection? and
That's
that?
correct, yes.
It won't need that for a year or whatever
A year.
again?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll, yeah, it will come with an inspection. It has an inspection done on it. It's a 10-year inspection, and it will come with that as well.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Any other questions for Molly? Hearing none, I'll read the resolution then. Resolution 291, 2024. Be it resolved that the Municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman purchase a 2008 Spartan Gladiator fire truck, 2023 refurbished, serial number 4S78T2F918C065848 from Eni Fire Trucks Incorporated for the purchase price of $345,000 plus tax. Further, be it resolved that the funding for the 2008 Spartan Gladiator fire truck purchase be obtained from the 2024 financial plan capital budget funding for the rescue fire truck replacement purchase of $275,000 and previously canceled capital feasibility assessment project. Move on second to that, please. Derek, second by Gale. All in favor? Carried. On the agenda was the mutual aid agreement. Councillor Walmsley was going to bring this up, but unfortunately he's absent, so we will table that to the next meeting. We do that. .1.3, our monthly fire protection services report. Fire chief.
Has everyone had a chance to go through it? Okay, then I have nothing more to add.
Okay, there are no further questions. Resolution 301, be resolved that the Fire Protection Services Report, August 30th, 2024, be accepted as presented. Moved by Gary, second by Leanne. All in favor? Carried. .2.1, at this time we have to move it to camera. Or we will close the meeting to the public for discussion on, again, the employee
you, Deb.
Yes, yeah. Thanks, Dale. You're welcome. Resolution 304, be it resolved that the Bylaw Enforcement Services Report, July 2024, be accepted and presented. Mover, Gary. Seconder, Gale. All in favor? Carried. Point 1, monthly public works and utilities reports. Everyone has a report. Are there any questions to ask our foreman?
I don't have much to add, I'll just say a couple of things, get a breakdowns. On Friday, the John Deere 200 excavator was working up at the big farm there in Bowsman. Developed a hydraulic oil leak, so it's still up there, and wherever the leak is, we have to take off a couple of pounds to get it. It's not apparent where it is, so it's out of service for a little bit. And also, the Volvo backhoe in Bowsman, it's in a crank but no start mode right now for some reasons. And mechanic was gone last week, so we have another chance to bring it to again. So that's all I have to add.
Okay. No further questions for our foreman? No questions? Not hearing none, I'll read the resolution 305, 2024. Be it resolved that the Public Works and Utilities Report, August 20th, 2024, be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder, please. Gary and Derek, all in favor? Carried.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Colin.
Thanks, Colin.
Nine, finance. 1.1.1. Any questions? Hearing none, I'll call the resolution. Resolution 306. Be it resolved that the accounts payable checks number 13114 to number 13156 in the amount of $161,637.28 be accepted as presented and approved for payment. Mover and seconder, please. Leanne, second by. Derek, all in favor? Carried. 9.1.2, payment of payroll, pay period 17/2024, August 4th to the 17th. Any questions? Hearing none, I'll call the resolution number 307. Be it resolved that payroll, pay period 17/2024 for the pay period from August 4th to 17th, 2024, and in the amount of $23,966.43 be accepted as presented and approved for payment. Mover and seconder, please. Gary, second by. Leanne, all in favor? Carried. 9.1.3, payment of August 2024 council per diems. Everyone had a chance to look at all the sheets for them. Are there any questions? Hearing none, I'll call the resolution 308, 2024. Be it resolved that the August 2024 council per diems in the amount of $6,656.85 be accepted as presented and approved for payment. Mover and seconder, please. Derek, second by. Gale, all in favor? Carried. statement of financial operations. After reviewing, are there any questions? Hearing none, I'll call for the resolution. 309, be it resolved that the year-to-date statements of operations, general operations, January 1st to July 31st, 2024, be accepted as presented. Further, be it resolved that the year-to-date statements of operations, utilities, January 1st to July 31st, 2024, be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder, please. Carried, second by. Leanne, all in favor? Carried. Item 23, monthly financial report. Any questions on the report? Hearing none, I'll read the resolution. Resolution 310. We've resolved that the finance report, August 20th, 2024, be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder, please. Derek, second by. Gary, all in favor? Carried. Administration, 10.1, Rail Safety Week.
Straight to the CMA. Or just read the resolution.
No, okay, yeah.
That's a long one. Yeah. But if you just-
Any questions on that? We'll read the resolution. Maybe I better. Resolution 311. Whereas Rail Safety Week is to be held across Canada from September 23rd to the 29th, 2024. Whereas 229 railway crossings and trespassing incidents occurred in Canada in 2023, resulting in 66 avoidable fatalities and 39 avoidable serious injuries. Whereas educating and informing the public about rail safety, reminding the public that railway right-of-ways are private property, enhancing public awareness of the dangers associated with highway rail grade crossings, ensuring pedestrians and motorists are looking and listening while near railways, and obeying established traffic laws, will reduce the number of avoidable fatalities and injuries caused by incidents involving trains and citizens. And whereas Operation Lifesaver is a public-private partnership whose aim is to work with the public, rail industry, governments, police service, media, and others to raise rail safety awareness. Whereas CN and Operation Lifesaver have requested that the Municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman Council adopt this resolution in support of its ongoing efforts to raise awareness, save lives, and prevent injuries in communities, including our municipality. Therefore, be it resolved that to support National Rail Safety Week to be held from September 23rd to the 29th, 2024. Mover and seconded, that please. Leanne, second by Derek, all in favor? Carried. .2 Library Wireless Internet Service. Everyone has read the report. Is there any questions on it? Hearing no questions, I will call a resolution 312. Be it resolved that the Minitonas Library Wireless Internet Service be limited to the time frame from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. per day. Moved by Gary, second by Derek, all in favor? Carried. 10.3, draft Swan Valley Planning District Development Plan. This one was quite a read.
Yes.
Very detailed. After reading the report, are there any questions? Hearing none, I'll read the resolution 313. Be it resolved that the draft Swan Valley Planning District Development Plan be accepted and approved as presented. Move in second, please. Gary, second by Leanne, all in favor? Carried. .4, monthly administration report. After reading the report, are there any questions? Not hearing any, I'll read the resolution. Resolution 314, be resolved that the administration report, August 20th, 2024, be accepted as presented. Move in second, please. Derek, second by Gale, all in favor? Carried. Are there any announcements?
No, I didn't have nothing on the go for meetings in the last period there, so nothing from me.
Leanne? Gale? Derek?
No, there was no meetings here.
Okay. Moving into number 12, in camera. Once we go Resolution 315, be it resolved that pursuant to section 1523 of the Municipal Law, Council shall meet as a committee of the whole to close the meeting and continue discussion in camera regarding land, legal, and employee. Move to the seconder. Gary, second by Leanne, all in favor? Carried.